Hey guys, it's me, Dan579, and today we are watching a video, and I hear this is kind of like a story and a sad one. And if you haven't, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos. And let's see which one, or whatever.
A man noticed that his dog watched him sleep every night. Then he realized the heartbreaking truth. One man's dog watched him sleep every night, and the animal's strange behavior disturbed him. As a result, the concerned owner set out to get to the bottom of his pet's actions. Little did he know, however, that the truth would break his heart. When one Chinese man decided to get a pet dog, he thought that rescuing one from a shelter would be the best option. Although he realized that these animals often come with emotional baggage, he knew that he could give one a second chance. At the shelter, moreover, the man set his heart upon an abandoned golden retriever. And as soon as he took the dog home, he knew that he'd made the right choice. The pooch was the ideal pet, in fact, obedient and as friendly as can be. What's more, before long the golden retriever had become an invaluable part of the man's household. All his family members loved the animal too, and so therefore it seemed at first that the adoption had been a complete success. But then the man noticed something unnerving about the dog. The responsible man had fitted his bedroom door with a gate, preventing the dog from entering. Every night, however, when his owner went to sleep, the animal would wait at said gate. And instead of drifting off to sleep, he'd simply watch them all night. At first, the man put the dog's strange behavior down to the fact that he was in unfamiliar surroundings. Perhaps it was just teething problems while he settled into the family. If that was the case, the owner hoped that in time, the pet would relax into a sleeping routine, putting an end to his strange actions. However, the dog continued to watch them sleep for nights on end. As a result, his owner grew concerned that something was wrong with the canine. So understandably, he did everything he could to put an end to the behavior. Initially, he thought that perhaps the animal simply wasn't tired enough to fall asleep, so he went on to play with him constantly throughout the day to wear him out. The dog, however, still continued to watch him sleeping. At this point, the owner grew worried that something was amiss with the dog's health. He consequently took him to a nearby veterinary clinic for a checkup. The vet informed him, however, that the pooch's physical condition was in good order. But although the vet's diagnosis was heartening, it only left the dog's owner feeling even more confused. If everything was fine with the animal physically, then why did he refuse to sleep? And the man remained just as determined to get to the bottom of the mystery. Consequently, he returned to the animal shelter to see if the staff could shed any light on the dog's behavior. And it turned out that they could. Unfortunately, though, that revelation would prove to be a devastating one. According to shelter staff, the golden retriever's previous owner had abandoned the dog when his wife became pregnant. He thought that the responsibilities that went with both keeping a dog and raising a baby would be too much for them to handle. Heartbreakingly, he therefore took the dog to the shelter. But the former owner couldn't bear seeing his dog's face as he walked away forever. As a result, the man waited for the animal to fall asleep before transporting him to the shelter. And when the dog woke, he would have discovered himself in a strange place without his family. Upon hearing this information for the first time, the animal's new owner realized why he acted so strangely. The heartbroken dog was having a hard time trusting humans again, and he didn't dare rest in case his new family also decided to dump him in his sleep. Thinking about the ordeal that the dog has been through reduced the man to tears, in fact. And when he returned home later that day, he removed the gate from his bedroom door. From now on, the dog could sleep in the same room as him. The owner hoped that this simple gesture would help build up the animal's trust in humans once more. And the man also wanted other pet owners to learn from his experiences. So he shared his story online. Before long, moreover, the post went viral, with the golden retriever's experience touching many hearts. And for many, the story was evidence that dogs do experience emotions. This remains a contentious issue with scientific circles, however. It's true that dogs have the same brain structures and hormonal makeup responsible for emotions in humans. They even produce oxytocin, the hormone responsible for creating the sensation of love. As a result, many people believe that dogs experience feelings just like humans do. Nonetheless, scientists are keen not to overstate the range of emotions that dogs can feel. Since it's widely agreed that most dogs have the same mental capacity as an average toddler, It's said that the animals probably share similar emotional experiences to their young human counterparts. These are naturally much more limited in scope than those of adult humans. As a result, some researchers have concluded that dogs can feel simple emotions such as joy, anger, and fear. So it's perfectly plausible that this golden retriever would feel scared about being abandoned again. But thankfully for him,
Man, that's sad. When you like sleeping and when you wake up, boom. You just like lying there. And like that's sad. Just like abandon him, the owner. Wow. Just like 5 minutes. Next video. Okay, this is about cats and dogs. If you like cats and dogs, please go on this video. Let's see.
Cinta is sort of a den mother to a very busy den. Since this is her permanent home, it's her job to welcome and look after all of the residents who pass through.
This skunk.
Today, some tiny new kittens arrive. This teeny trio was found with no mom in sight. Since they're too young to go to a regular animal shelter, they'll stay here until they get a bit bigger. Among this pile of black kittens is one little tuxedo named Oreo. Oreo is the smallest of the bunch, but he's got a pretty big voice. He's hungry for dinner, and he's not shy about asking for it. With no mom to feed them, the kittens get nutritious formula in a bottle. Blended and warmed to order. At this age, most kittens nurse constantly, so these little guys get bottle fed about 6 times a day. Oreo tries to drink every last drop. But when you're this tiny, every task is a challenge, especially when there's no mom to guide you. But little Oreo seems to have landed in good hands. It's been an exhausting day, and with a full tummy, the tiny tuxedo can finally get some sleep. Little Oreo is now the center of kitten attention. His litter mates have been placed in another foster rescue. But he's too tiny to move on and stays for some extra TLC, which Cinta the dog seems happy to deliver. There are lots of furry creatures here, but Oreo is on the hunt for one in particular, a new mother. Here's a possibility. Oreo makes his best efforts to say hello. But the big kid doesn't seem to want anything to do with this tiny tag-along. There's that fellow. He's furry and big enough to be a mother. But he's not listening at all. Here's someone who looks familiar. It's Nellie, a 3-week-old orphan skunk. She wears a tuxedo like him. But doesn't smell quite right. search for a new mother is hard work. And Oreo's not getting far with these guys. But when he least expects it, someone steps up to answer Oreo's call. Cinta looks after everyone who lives here. She's awfully big, but she sure is nice. Maybe Cinta would make a good mom. She may not be a mother cat, but when you're a tiny rescue kitten, it never hurts to have friends in high places. It's a new day at the rescue house, and Tiny Tuxedo Oreo awakens to an amazing sight. It's the very thing he's been looking for, a mother cat. Her name is Ginger. And these are her kittens, Chester and Murray. Oreo watches in awe as the new family settles in. Ginger seems like a wonderful mom. Perhaps she's got room in her heart for one more kitten. Oreo introduces himself. But Ginger is distracted by something she's never seen before. It's Nellie the skunk, and her lunch smells really good. Nellie's good at sharing, but Ginger is not. Meanwhile, Oreo tries to work his way into the family. If he can't get in with their mother, he tries the next best thing. And that's how Oreo finds himself two new brothers. Over at the rescue house, there's excitement in the air. Some new residents are arriving, and everyone is eager to meet them, including Tiny Tuxedo Oreo, who's not so tiny anymore. As they start to make themselves at home, Oreo notices there's one kitten who's looking a little lost. Oreo knows just what to do. This time, he's the one looking out for a tiny newcomer.
Man, that was a happy and a sad story. There was a first video who an owner left his dog for a family, and there's a cat. If you're a cat and a dog person, like this video and subscribe. Well, if you haven't liked and subscribed, comment down below, and peace and out. Bye.